Samaya Manubalaya Banza Sadhu Dinoba Dedan Dedo Membawa Soto Kayo Membawa Subo Kayo Membawa Anorado Membawa Sarva Sede Mebrayata Sarva Karama Susame Tedan Shreya Kuru Sarva Dada Gada Badra Mami Munda Banzimba Mahaza Maya Zadwa Ay Badra Zadwa Samaya Manu Balayam Badra Zadwa Dino Badida Dedo Membawa Sodo Kayo Membawa Sobo Kayo Membam Anorado Membawa Sarva Sedim Mebraya Sarva Karama Susame Zedana Shriya Kuru Ha Bhagavan Sarva Dada Gada Badra Mame Munda Barzimba Mahazamaya Zadwa Ay Badra Zadwa Samaya Manu Balaya Badra Zadwa Dino Bai Deda Dedum Mebawa Soto Kayo Membawa Sobo Kayo Membawa Anorado Membawa Sarva Sede Mebram Sarva Karama Susamem Dedan Shriya Kuru Bhagavan Sarva Dada Gada Badra Mame Munda Banzimba Mahazamaya Zado. I sought refuge. Sanje Chudai Zoji Zonam Chanjo Barato Dami Ejamso Jen Tage Jezo Ejibe Zonam Jen Dola Beje Sanje Andrew Barajo Sanje Jadai Zoji Echonam Lai Chanju Barato Tane Ejazoe Tage Jezoe Jibe Etonam Jin Dola Beje Zanje In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until I is reached by the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached by the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached by the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings bound in the sky have happiness and causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that's free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother Sentient beings balance the sky, have happiness and causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that's free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother Sentient beings balance the sky, have happiness and causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and causes of suffering. May they never be separated from happiness that's free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Thank you. So this afternoon we'll go through the short Guru Yoga meditation practice. First, I was asked to read this as a transmission. So this text has 6 different Guru Yogas. Vajradhara, Marpa, Milarepa, Kampupa, Pamutupa, Jidosubun. Okay, so I'll read this in Tibetan. Jela Banzak, the treasure of all blessings, the practices of purifying obscurations and revealing the innate nature. First is the Vajradhara. Vajradhara Guru Yoga. Doje Changla Den Begala Mene Josim Yang So Je Jitsu Sanje Rinpoche Sim Tome Je Japso Je Makorwa Jambe Sim Jana Chamni Je Chanjo Sen So Je Kona Don Sembe Lang Eva Song Da Don Saya Lang Eva Song Sa Don Chenye Lang Eva Jetawe Lama Dorje Chang Oma Namo Guru Beza Dirga Mahamuda Sede Bala Oma Namo Guru Beza Dirga Mahamuda Oma Namo Guru Beza Dirga Mahamuda Sede Bala Oi Da Lenye Cha Da Dan Beje Dunghe Je Bala Ju Che Me Da Si Shi Lama Renpo Je Gyabru Se Ke La Ne To Je Esmi Me So Da Beje Jina Beje Yu Bu Che Che Tu Da Le La De Beje Beje Lamada Rase Yere Me Den Chedung Tu Chang Jen Je Sun De Je Gom De Ne Gom De Je La De La De Je Khaja Basan Je No Chu Cha Ja Chen Bo Ro Nyam Jo Lame Ne Jo Jela Baten Tu Marpa Guru Yoga, the treasure of blessing. Lama Doje Chala Ja Soje Ngajung Jula Je Waka Je Je Lu Dugu Dugu Solo Trube Je Jamda Nye Je Janjo Sim Jo Ke Je Dumbe Hiru Ganga Lama Je Naru Je Ba Khan Je Dobe Judi Ja Je Ngata Doje Je Matu Chuji Lo Jo Dendri Je Oma Namo Guru Dharma Ma De Mahamada Siddhi Bala Oma Namo Guru Dharma Ma De Mahamada Siddhi Bala Oma Namo Guru Namo Mahamada Siddhi Bala Om Kawa Churi Raya Chugu Ye Dage Jazu Wanju Lo Sawa Len Lenyo Na Daso Rowa Na Gawu Tuje Seshi Lama Lahuru Tuje Seshi Suje Lama Ke Tushu Tabe Tushu Tabe Sowa Tabe De Kusu Tole Yuse Neje De Washe Le De Kushu Sabe Lama Rande Rasimi Cha Che Rasimi Cha Che Dezo Konteka Dezo Sayo Che Kusumu Namra Tabe Gazo Je Ri Tu Je Je Mage Yu Do 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 Je Chake Goba Nyo Do Sho Lamene Jo Do De Mugu Shuso Milare Guru Yoga innermost devotion. Kusuma Yeme Lulubo Doje Jan Gami Yene Gami Kupe Jabzo Chuta Tabe Dudu Simjana Lame Chanju Ledo, Semi Jedo, Jedo. Zaju Lame Jelava Denzo, Jantu Jego, Mo Jidu, Seju Chuku, Jason, Bakaje, Drubezu Mela Jim. Jimena Jabata Lazo, there's all Jimena Jabata, there's all Jimena, there's all. Omanamo Goro, Banza, Donza, Mahamud Subala, Omanamo Goro, Banza, Donza, Mahamud Subala, Omanamo, Mahamud Sede Bala, Yabasum Jeta, the Nimbodo, Power Control, Jete, Tukin, Walamare, Doje, Doje, Jenta, Taso, Yingari, Jeta, Tushuta, Sede, Lame, Gune, Pamete. Dage Nishe Dembe Dibguja Lama Rasim Chaja Lama Rantim Rasim Chaja Che Jaja Konde Gazo Jin Dimi Gandugu Trube Koja Lauru Che Demi Yudu Zura Wanju de Doje Chabe Jasa Topjira Ngom Lame Neju Chalab Kundu Kambo Baguru Yoga all sorts of blessing they don't let you go to go Janju, Janju Motopoto Janso, Simjan Duna, Sanja Rashi Jama, Tribun, Doge, Simjados, Simjadon, Dado Tarji, Chugo, Turja, Deja, Lonju, Sugu, Sebi, Bara, Tuja, Kunja, Kandu, Tribun, Gaja, Tembanga, Zamlin Tam. Omana Mongoro, Zanzambo de Baker, the Mamma Supano, Omana Mongoro, Omana Mongoro, Zambo de Baker, Mamma Supala, Mendon Danze Bimilama, Bemelama, the Vajano, Jacare, Trade, Canu, Soja, Javel, Shabba, so one day. Teacher saw the bitch into ye, Laminisha, Zerana, washing that. Lama Rala de Rasa Lama Rasa Lama Soma Rangbab Long Rasa Lama Soma Rangbab Long Rambalo La de Che La Shan Teta Conte Gazo Jenye Bandu Daba Nye de Will go to the Kosu number of Hawaii. Kosu number of Hawaii, Junior Yaba Chebun, so what? La mene jo jela chargyun pamo to banguru yoga rainfall of blessing lama gu zum la ja so je me da jire jo chen je lo du sum je ze be ma ge san je sa la gu je se me je do Zhen Jie Do Dagba Ram Jiao So Ju Sen Bei Go La Me De Wo Zhen Bei Ye Zhen Bu De La Jia San Jie Me Jia Chu Ju Du Ma De Nam Ra Na Zai Lama Rinpoche Lama Rinpoche Oma Oma Namo Goro Banza Ra Za Ma Ma De Sa Ba La Ma Namo Goro Banza Ra Za Ma Ma De Sa Oma Namo Goro Banza Ra Ma Ra Ma Banza Ra Za Ma Ma De Se De Ba La Korwan Jungi Miya Nambaru Kedub Chewe Zuje Kunji Kuru Takbu Chushi Tilen Dame Pa Bende Pamo Chube Da So Kyong Lame Kusong To Le Yusu De Tomyo Korwan Nesa Tikti Lame Da De Wanshi Le Pa Da Lama Ra Se Lama Ra De Rasa Lama De De Konde De Sum Sayu Be Amedo Same Jatu Ke Lujin Kurve Lenyo Rabju De Tabani De Kesan Zinchire Ngo. Okay, now we come here. Lord Jesus Guru Yoga, today we're supposed to study this and for our practice. Now, as yesterday mentioned, or this morning as well, practice of the loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta is the essence of the sutra system. And the recipient here, we have Guru Yoga, which will get the instruction how to receive the full initiation empowerment, which is the essence of the Vajrayana. So Vajrayana, You have heard of Vajrayana Tantra practice. This is the receiving the four initiation empowerment is the essence of the Vajrayana practice. You call transformation, or transform our ordinary mind into the enlightened mind. So I will go through now the skull. Lamenejo chulam je shusu jidusun guru yoga, then the Tata is guru yoga that bring the Dharmakaya onto the path. Dharmakaya is our own mind. Our own mind, which is unfabricated mind. The mind as it is. As mentioned, that mind is defiled by the defilement. And because of that, our pure mind is defiled by the obscurations, then we wander in the samsara. And just keep these things in the mind. As I mentioned repeatedly, everybody is making so much effort, working so hard. Sometimes you suffer and you create suffering to others and working so hard. At the end, you achieve nothing. You think you're doing something. You are working hard. You are making other people suffering for your achievement. They think these individuals are making obstacles for my fulfillment, for my achievement. So if I get rid of these people, I'll be so happy. Then I'm well respected, But in reality, you destroy yourself. You don't know how much you're destroying yourself. In the Shantideva's text mentioned, something that I go to, they get go, Kalana, go, something go, Yota Song. Simje Musun Nambashin, Simje Musun Nambashin, Eda Shumje Yomela, Raga Simje Diwain, then Tadatamja, do the songs. What is said is, Session is the samsaras. We all have the unruly mind. Our mind is not well tamed, not trained. So unruly mind. So to tame all the people in the world, it is impossible. Because you say, this person is my enemy, I get rid of this. When you get rid of your one enemy, there comes your two enemies. Okay? If you get rid of those two enemies, there's four enemies, So there's no way to really get rid of the people you don't like it. Instead, he said, just take care of your own mind. As we talked about this morning, yesterday, about the loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, and make your mind yourself friendly, as your friend, a source of peace for yourself, a source of peace. And from that comes the happiness. And then you say, everyone, as we talked about, everyone is confused, everyone is suffering. That's why it's mentioned, when you study more about the suffering, then you can see more compassion you can practice. The greater compassion is you can practice. It's become more effective to practice compassion this way. And then when you practice compassion, then you see everyone is your mother's sentient beings, your brother's sentient beings, your sister's sentient beings, and all, And so then you feel so peaceful. Don't expect anything. You don't worry anything. So Shantideva says, like, your food is barefoot. Your food is barefoot. And then all the way you're walking, the place is full of thorns. Now to go to all those places where you want to walk, to get a piece of leather or a piece of something covered up will be impossible to find. Now what the solution is, just get a shoes on your foot, okay? A leather shoes, and then you walk. It is same as covering whole place. It's very good, beautiful, So beautifully expressed. This text is written in the 8th century. Shantideva's text. And Kampupa's text is written in the 11th century. So these, you see, those great teachers, they are not dogmatized. Their teaching is how things functions, how causality is working, how the mind of the sentient beings they are working. So sentient beings, the minds, we all share the same thing, Like the space. Here on Dayton space and space in New York, is there any difference? Space, there's no difference, isn't it? And the space in the West Coast, California, and space here is no difference. Space of the United States and the space of Europe is no different. Okay, and space in the Western Hemisphere and space in the Asia, no difference, isn't it? See, same as this. So that's why Milarepa said, when you know one thing, you know everything. Such a beautiful, isn't it? When you know one, you know everything. That's because Milarepa is enlightened. Such a precious, So like that, the mind of the enlightened being's mind and our mind, and then as a nature, no difference. The difference is our mind is, as I mentioned, under the control of the mental confusion, afflictions. The enlightened beings, the mind, is free from that afflictions. And so there's called, as I mentioned yesterday, we talked about the Buddha nature, means our pure mind. That is the foundation. That's called view. Sometimes you call, I'm sure you have heard of Mahamudra view, Dzogchen view. I'm sure you have heard of, That's how is unfabricated nature itself. Then, understanding that view, then we follow the path. So you have that nature, follow the path. When we fully discover the ground view, that's called fruition. So this Dhammakaya, under the path. So we practice by purifying our obscurations and then carrying that into the path towards enlightenment. So that's, you see, to tend the mind, as I was talking about, as quotation from Shantideva's. 그래서 좋아. 저기 가르쳐. 멤버 좋아, 멤버 따라. Anyway, the meaning is this. In the fourth stanza of Ayadewa, you know Ayadewa? Have you heard of Ayadewa? Ayadewa was the top disciple of Nagarjuna. Ayadewa. So he wrote a very famous book, it's called 400 Stanzas. In that mentioned a doctor, who's very expert to treat those mentally disturbed, especially possessed by evil spirits. So those individuals who are disturbed by these evil spirits, they are very angry, upset. So the doctor, when he or she sees that individual, is very angry, aggressive to the doctor. Why you are coming here? Upset, And doctor knows the real, that person's problem. So he is not angry with the person. He knows the nature. He knows that his mind is possessed by evil spirits. So doctor is not upset, not angry to that person. Instead, he's looking how to treat, how to help. So likewise, he said, to be nyomo trasi nyomo tante kasa means. So Buddha, the sentient beings are unruly sentient beings. Buddha sees that these are unruly not because of the nature of the mind, but unruly by the mental afflictions. So mental afflictions are their enemy to be purified, to get rid of. It's so beautiful that you see. So this is how we have to practice at this morning I mentioned, So that's what I say someday. When I talk, it's very easy, But if you practice, it's not so easy, difficult. If somebody is aggressive to you, it's not really easy. It touches your ego, not easy. But if we carefully meditate, carefully be mindful, practice that person is just hating you. It's not because of from his own nature of the mind, but this expression of his mental affliction, his mental confusion. So we have to have such kind of view, seeing that person is suffering so much. He's tortured by this, he or she is tortured by this mental affliction. So develop patience, compassion to that person. So these are what I'm saying is a purifier. These are the things what we have to purify, release. Sometimes in the Mahamudra or Dzogchen, you say, there's nothing to purify, everything's just fine, just relax, everything's just a play, But that is not that easy, not so easy that, isn't it, when they're really working in us, it's not just play, It makes our mind unruly, So we have to make effort, work hard, you see. So here, first we have refuge, then bodhicitta, and then visualizations, chanting mantra, so forth. First, we have the refuge as we did this morning or yesterday. Vajradhara Lama, embodiment of the three jewels. So this Vajradhara Lama, Lord Chikta Sungun, is the nature of the Vajradhara. Okay. And Vajradhara. Embodiment of three jewels means Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So this Vajradhara Lama, Chikta Sungun's body is the Sangha, the speech is Dharma, and the mind is Buddha. Okay. When we take refuge, there are different ways of taking refuge. That's called common refuge. For all Buddhists, common, Theravada, Mahayana, Vajrayana, we all take refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. No? But how we do, the Theravada system, they take refuge, I take refuge to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, until I die. Yeah, just for this life, for myself. And the Mahayana, I take refuge, of course, I take refuge to Buddha, Dharma, all Buddha's teaching, including Mahayana and Bodhisattvas, all this I take refuge until I achieve Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. So this is how they know. And Vajrayana, you see, Buddha is the Vajradhara, and Dharma is all the Vajrayana teachings, a rising stage, completion stages, all this Vajrayana teachings. And Sangha is all the Dakas and Dakinis, all this, I take refuge in them until I achieve Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. And then in the Uttara Tantra mentioned, the ultimate refuge you take, the ultimate refuge, the Buddha said, no? The ultimate refuge for the sentient beings is the Buddha alone, is the object of refuge. Buddha is the Dhammakaya. No? Not just Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya, Dhammakaya. So Buddha is the Buddha, Dhammakaya. And Dhammakaya is the embodiment of Dharma. So absolute Dharma is there. Then Sangha is also ultimately, Sangha becomes Buddha. So Buddha is the embodiment of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So that I take refuge. So then comes your own mind, your pure mind. When you look at that, look at your mind, you are not taking refuge in your mind with all the delusions, but your pure mind that you have is inspire you to delete all the mental afflictions, to reveal your pure mind. Okay? When I talk, it looks like a little duality, this, that. But when you really practice, it all comes to non-duality state. Okay? So I said that I take refuge on you. Okay? So that's the taking refuge. Until I achieve enlightenment. I take refuge in you and will until I attain Buddhahood. Next is the cultivating bodhicitta. Sentient beings, victim of confused projection suffering. I generate the mindset for enlightenment in order to establish you all in the non-abiding state. See, first we look at the sentient beings. Their nature is mentioned, their nature is pure, but the confusion, what the confusion they have. And because of the confusion, then they suffer. See, that's called, confused projection suffering. They involve their mind is confused, and then they project tunang appears something, like you see, look at our body here. Look at your own our body. We are holding. Actually, our body is just, as mentioned, 5 skandha, 5 aggregates. And if you just see that it's all illusory nature. Look at my right hand, left hand, my head, my 2 ears, the skin, chest, look at this. It's just illusory nature. But I had not realized that. I'm holding something real. It's me. I am. That's called confused. I'm confused to see the real nature as it is. So I project myself as something from the confusion state. And then I suffer from this. I get pain. I get sick. And then I see all these things. I age. Finally, I die. Look at all the wall. So our body is the foundation of the suffering. We need this built-in house for what? Because the body, see, then we need car because the body, see. So to buy the house, how much it cost? You have to work hard, isn't it? And then to buy the car, how much costs? Depends what kind of car you buy. And look at as mentioned, how many clothes you buy, how many shoes you have, because the body, And you need all this TV and all smartphone, It's because of the body. See, on and on, just to protect this body, how much you work hard, isn't it? See, this is where we are, We all are same in the world, isn't it? Doesn't matter where you go, okay? You go to Japan, you go to Himalaya mountains, you go to European, and in US, South America, everywhere you go, we all are working so hard. People are protesting. Why? It's just, when you really study Dharma and understand this way, it's very strange, You see, so look at these things, the body, Milarepa said, Julu Pumpu Tibuchi, Togo Jisheba Tungtune, Jitin Jijawa Tungdemes, this party, what we have. We are just working so hard to feed this body. All the time working hard, There's no one day say, now I'm done, We just keep going, Hunting everywhere, you just hunt here, there, we go around. Just food to feed this mouth, this body. So look at this, everybody's projection, we suffer from this. So when you achieve Dharmakaya, then it is this, what you call, all the sufferings are exhausted when you achieve Dharmakaya. This Milarepa was also a very beautiful song. Our body, the product of our karma and mental afflictions, that what we have is the 4 elements. We have the 4 element body. The fire, the earth, the water, and the air. Then because of this, we have all the different types of sickness and suffering, comes from that. When you transform into the deity yoga body, as you purify just all, because you meditate on inseparable of appearance and emptiness. And you purify, you don't have that confusion of this attachment. Then at the end, all dissolve into emptiness. One time, Milarepa and Rechungpa was just coming from India, and he developed some arrogance because he studied some very important texts. So he was thinking, I know this, my guru Milarepa don't know this, He doesn't know this, you see, some arrogance. Milarepa knows this. And he just want to teach, And Milarepa worked so hard, And then Milarepa said, I know this before you went to India, and I know all these things. But still Rechungpa doesn't admit, And then Milarepa multiplied his body into many in the sky, flying many, Rechungpa thought, why is he so much playing all these things, But then Milarepa, this all body to dissolve into one, that body dissolved into emptiness and disappeared in the sky. So that Milarepa that has that kind of great ability to dissolve into all emptiness. What that mean, So when you practice these teachings, you get that opportunity. So what I'm saying is, when we're confused, all this, our body is the center of this samsara. And when you realize this body itself is nothing but nature of emptiness, it's all a mental product. So this is what so here saying, this all sensation is the world are suffering from this. So I cultivate bodhicitta to benefit all sentient beings, to establish into the enlightened state. So, non-abiding state, what's that mean?
Non-meditation?
Oh,
Non-meditation?
non-abiding state.
Like no meditation?
No.
No.
What's non-abiding? You know?
Neither coming nor going?
Oh,
Neither coming nor going?
it is about, but not exactly.
Okay. Yeah, closer.
Anybody can give me the tip?
Ordinary mind.
Oh,
Ordinary mind.
non-abiding? It can be, but still not exactly.
Non-attachment.
Huh?
Non-attachment.
Non-attachment.
Not fixated.
Neither abiding there, nor inviting here. What's that mean? That's called non-abiding.
Not having a fixed home.
Neither abiding there, nor abiding here. What's that mean?
Empty?
Oh,
Empty?
see, there's some work to do, you know. Huh? Yes.
No conceptual distinctions,
Huh?
not placing mind in any certain way.
You know, nirvana. There are two types of nirvana, isn't it? Sharavaka, Partik Buddha's nirvana, and Buddha's nirvana. You know these two difference?
Nirvana with and without remainder.
The difference of these two nirvana?
One is for themselves and the other one's for all beings?
What?
Like one is nirvana, but the ultimate Buddha goes beyond samsara and nirvana.
Keep this in the mind well, you know. First of all, how Sharavaka's Partik Buddha, they achieve their nirvana. How?
No self.
See, first, they are so exhausted in the samsara. They cannot take any more. Samsara is such a suffering state. They are totally, you know, mind is renounced to renounce that kind of samsaric state. And they cannot also, so I'm so tired, I cannot cultivate the mind bodhicitta for others. First, I myself need to free from this. Has such a strong mental, renunciation of the samsara. And they just go to their nirvana and then to rest there. So then they don't bother about the samsara. Okay? So that nirvana. Okay. And what is Buddha's nirvana? Buddha's nirvana is, so Buddha achieved nirvana, but not to rest there. Buddha benefiting all sentient beings. So Buddha is neither in the samsara, because all the samsaric defilements, obscurations are totally purified, exhausted. No resting as like in the Sharavakas or the Buddha resting there. So this Buddha state is called non-abiding state, neither nirvana nor samsara. Okay. Now get that, make sure. Also, there's, okay, that's good. So I cultivate the bodhicitta to establish all sentient beings, not just Sharavaka's nirvana, but nirvana Buddha, which is neither nirvana nor samsara, Buddhahood, always benefiting sentient beings. Buddha is always with us. If we meditate, Buddha is there. Buddha is like the space. Wherever you go, there's a space. Okay. So we cultivate that kind of mind. And as Lord Vajradhara, the Dharmakaya, Jigdasumbu. So Jigdasumbu is the Buddha. Okay, we should understand that. Jigdasumbu achieved the Vajradhara, Dharmakaya state. So that Jigdasumbu as the Dharmakaya, Vajradhara, sits on a seat of the 10 strength. You know 10 strength? Just listed here. Page 33. The 10 strength of the Tathagata here. The first one is called strength of knowing places and non-places. What that mean? In Tibetan it's called Neta, Nemayiba Chebe Yishi. Can you say this, how you understand in English?
Is it the two worlds? The
Huh?
form and the formless worlds?
No.
Oh.
No. Anybody has any wisdom to share with me? It's called right wisdom, knowing right from wrong. Make sense? Just example, when you plant a rice seed on the ground, what will grow? Huh? Rice, isn't it? No barley. But if you pray, you plant the rice and you pray to Buddha or God. I pray, I hope from this will grow a barley. Can it grow barley? Maybe if you pray so strongly, how do you think? Buddha or the God has no ability to change the rice to barley. You see, this is what is called places and non-places. Okay. This is just an example. The real meaning is, what is real meaning? When you act non-virtue, the result is suffering. When you act virtue, the result is happiness. So Buddha knows all exactly what the causes, of all the causes and the result of those causes. Okay? If you plant the poison will grow. If you plant the medicine will grow. Like that, in the mind, you look at our mind, so many thoughts are coming. Sometimes you're aware, sometimes not aware, but all the thoughts you are creating, each those thoughts become a cause to manifest result. And Buddha precisely, without any confusion, see this exactly. Okay, that's called omniscient. Because from that wisdom taught all these Dharma teachings. No? There's no confusion. No? So that's also called the 10, all the rest, 10 strengths you can study. Okay. And 4 fearlessnesses. In this list also you look at this, the 4 fearlessnesses of a Tathagata. No fear of proclaiming for himself all that is to be discarded has been discarded. It's all the obscurations that totally discarded, purified. When Buddha said this, I purify all my obscurations. There's no one in the world can come say you have not purified this. So Buddha has no fear to say this. So fearlessness. So when Buddha said, I know everything, no one can come there and say you have not, you don't know this. So Buddha has no fear to say that. Okay? That's what Buddha is about. We take refuge in the Buddha, to the unmistaken wisdom. We don't take refuge to those who are confused. We don't take refuge emotionally. Oh, I like you so much, I take refuge on you, It's not that. Buddha has that kind of great wisdom. At the same time, as mentioned, great compassion. Oh, we take refuge in this. Then what next? Say the 18 unmixed dharmas. Dharma means phenomena, quality. That also you look at here, list of the 18 unmixed. See, the Tathagata does not have confusion, does not have naughtiness, does not have forgetfulness, you see. Buddha never forgets. We have dementia, isn't it? Dementia. Dementia means forgetting, isn't it? Alzheimer's disease and dementia, lost going there. Yeah, this I have to say also. When you practice loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, through that, as I mentioned, your mind is calm, peaceful. It really helps to make less of our dementia. So dementia is when you get older and old, you just basically you forget very easily. No? When you look at it, read the Jewel Ornament of Liberation at the section of the suffering in the human beings, you forget very easily when you're getting old. Sometimes you just sort of said something and you forgot what you spoke about. Sometimes you brought your key in your hand and tried to close the door, and you forgot your keys in the hand, and you're looking, where are my keys, Lord, that happens. So Buddhas are so clear mind, never forgets. So practice loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, every day, and our mind be very calm, peaceful, and it will help us to not to forget, not maybe all, but less clear. Because I met some great teachers. Have you heard of Kunu Rinpoche? Kunu Lama Rinpoche. He was like that kind of person. He was in the 80s when he gives teachings. His mind is so clear. No? Especially when I received the jewel ornament of liberation teaching, that's related to the Kampupa's life in Milarepa. I felt something like he has memorized all the 100,000s of Milarepa. And he just bring quotation from here, there, from everywhere, you know. So like that, so he was embodiment of the bodhicitta. So we also practice this. Okay. So these are few lists as mentioned, you know. Okay. So these are the quality of the Dharmakaya. Okay. How many there are? 10 strength, 4 fearlessnesses, 18 unmixed. Total how many? Hmm?
32.
Yeah, 32. It's called this is 32 qualities of Buddha Dharmakaya. Okay. Yeah. Then next, with measure and manner marks. How many measure marks Buddha has?
Can't hear you.
Huh?
Couldn't hear what you just said. What did you just say?
How many measure marks the Buddha has? 37. How many?
112.
Huh?
Was it 112?
That's the total measure and manner.
Number from
The measure marks. Huh? Yes, 32. 32 measure marks and 80 manner marks, which makes 112. Okay, but 32 and 80 manner marks is a Buddha Sambhogakaya. Okay, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya both. So Jigdusungmun is the Buddha Dhammakaya, Buddha Sambhogakaya, Buddha Nirmanakaya nature. Okay, that you see, with the measure and manner marks of love, compassion, and bodhicitta, radiating rays of light to all the sentient beings, and non-conceptual enlightened activities reaching all migrators. Migrator means all sentient beings, equally, all the time in the past, present, future, until the end of samsara. Yes, that's the how Jigta Sumguns. So when you visualize, we have a lot of pictures of Jigta Sumgun. Do we have here? We have down there, here, and here. Not here we don't have a color picture. Look at there's some color tangas painting, you know. So you meditate that Jityo Sungkun is, make it very simple. In the front of you, above in the space, first meditate, visualize lotus flower. On the lotus flower, sun disk. On the sun disk, moon disk. Okay. On the moon disk, Jityo Sungkun is sitting there. What are the expression of the sun, the lotus, sun, moon? Moon is first, lotus is expression or symbolized purity. Lotus grow from the mud and water, but blossomed above the mud, so pure. So Buddhas are in the samsara, yet at the same time is undefiled. Symbolize that, okay? And scientists symbolize sun dispel the darkness. As soon as sun rise, all darkness dispel. So wisdom symbolized the wisdom, and Munti symbolized the compassion. So the purity, the pure nature of the whole being is in that the wisdom, compassion, and Jityo Sungkun sits there. When you visualize Jityo Sungkun, is not as something substantial, flesh on bone, but rather visualize as a rainbow body, nature of wisdom and compassion, okay? Nature of all the Buddha's qualities. Visualize that, okay? Then next comes the mantra. Om A Rana Shri Sarvasiddhi Hum. Okay? Do you know the longer mantra? Have you? Do you do the Guru Yoga of Jityo Sungkun's other texts? Have you heard? Have you know the long mantra? That's right. You see, Om A Namo Guru Bhajam Tri Lochana Tarana Shri Mulanguru Mahamudra Siddhi Phala Hung. Have you heard of that? I'm sure many of you have heard of that. You see. Now this is the short. The long one, Om A Namo Guru Bhadra Drika Tri Lokya Nata Ratna Shri. We have Mahamudra Siddhi Phala Hum. Now here we have just the Om A Rana Shri Sarva Siddhi Hum. Okay. Om A Hum, you see, this Om A Hum, body, speech, mind. Wisdom of the body, wisdom of the speech, wisdom of the mind. Ranashiri is personal name. Okay. Sarva means all. Siddhi, attainment, achievement. Means including Mahamudra. All the attainment of the Buddhahood. Sarva Siddhi Hum, may I achieve. May all sensations be achieved, all the excellent qualities, including the enlightenment. See? So when we chant the mantra, from this mantra, from Jityo Sungkun, from Jityo Sungkun's body, we meditate, light radiate, multicolor light radiate to all the 10 directions. First, purify the land, our world, heal our whole the planet. And then we purify all sentient beings. Light dispels all the obscurations, suffering of sentient beings. This is your practice of loving kindness and compassion. Look at how many sentient beings are suffering so much. Develop sense of strong love, compassion. and purify all the suffering while you're chanting the mantra, including yourself. Okay, purify. Okay, that's the meditation you do during the chanting the mantra. Okay? Now we have a lot of work to do. Now next, what you call the blessing supplication. To receive the supplication, we say this prayer. No, you are the Buddhas, Nakakula Paradipa, and Devamkara of the past, Maitreya of the future, and the Shakyamuni of the present, the reincarnation of Nagarjuna, and the peerlessness, or the peerless, sorry, the peerless Ranashiri, Lord Jigto Sungun, I supplicate. So Nagakula Paradipa was a Buddha countless eons ago. Have you seen the book that I translated called Calling the Lama from Afar? I'm sure maybe your bookstore may have. Still, that book is in the Vajra publication. In that, one of the Jiddu life story, this mentioned. It's collected by Changasharab June, one of his top disciples. One time Jiddu Sunggu said, oh, countless years ago, when I was this Buddha, Nakakula Paradepa, that time I was giving teachings to thousands of the disciples and established them towards enlightenment. And one of his disciples, Gyaltshen, he pointed to Gyaltshen, you are the one of the disciple that time. And Gyaltshen asked, is there anybody other than me here? He said, no one is here. They are all in the different planets, different galaxies, see. And then the Bankara. Everybody knows the Buddha Maitreya future coming is also Jiddu Sunggu's reincarnation. Shakyamuni, our teacher, this life, this aeon, Shakyamuni was Jiddu Sunggu. It's amazing, isn't it? You can't believe. If you tell somebody other else, no, that's wrong, they'll say, But the story goes this way. Would you like to hear the story? Okay. Very interesting stories. Kambopa, the writer of the Jewel Ornament of Liberation. When Kambopa was in Tibet, and then he gathered so many disciples, so wonderful, many disciples gathered. His part of life. Then his first Karmapa and Pamudrupa, the Jiddu Sunggu's teacher, all this there. One time, his three top disciples, Pamudrupa, Jusumkeba, Paskarmapa, and this other one, they were somehow making Ganasakra offering, chalk offering, and transforming through the Vajrayana practice, transforming. So first they made alcohol, cham, beer, and then through their meditation practice, they transform into nectar, and then displaying all the capacity of their ability, And then the discipliner of the monastery came to know, and he was very upset. Said, "You three guys, you are making trouble in this place. You know that this place is very strict of the alcohol. No one can allow to drink even a drop." It was in the evening, He said, he's very powerful monk, very powerful. "You guys now get out of here. You are not belong here." And then I said, "Please excuse us, we are not making mistake. We are not doing any bad things. We know how to do these things, They explained. I said, don't talk too much. He was so strict, And then they requested him, "Can we see our Lama teacher?" But the Kambupa, said, No, you are just all destroying the monastery's discipline. You cannot see, and you just get out of here. And then they said, "Now tonight is so dark night, we cannot see the road because there's no electricity, so dark and forest, So can we go in the morning?" And they said, "Yes, just dawn in the morning, just gotta get out of here, Then early in the morning, Kambupa was staying way up on the top of the mountain in a small cave, his hut. He was doing his morning meditation. He got up very early and doing meditation. And that time, Kambupa got such a lot of kind of signs, and the birds are making noise, His shrine was shaking like earthquakes. So what is happening, And he called his attendant, "You come here. Something's going on. Check what is happening." And then his attendant went outside and looked. And then these three top disciples going down. And then he came in, he reported to Kambupa, "This is the things happening." Kambupa said, "Oh, they got the punishment. They shouldn't have that punishment, They cannot go they cannot go any other place. They have to stay here. They have to support me. Oh, if they don't stay, I cannot stay here." So Kambupa got up, packed his monk belonging, and then took it on his back and went after them. Way down there, then the Kambupa saw them, and then they can hear Kambupa's calling, "Come back." There Kambupa says, sing the song, she said, just told, "You cannot go other place. There's no place, there's no other better place than this. There's no other great teachings we have than any other place. There's no really great Dharma brothers, sisters we have here than any other place." Then he tell, "I know this bhikkhu, the monk. At the time of Buddha, I was born as the Chandra Prabhav Kumara, Sanskrit, the youthful moonlight Bodhisattva. At the time of Buddha, I have requested the what called Samadhi Raja Sutra. You have heard of that? The King of Meditation Sutra. And Buddha taught this teaching for days. And then at the end, after Buddha finishing all the teachings, then ask to all the audience, there are thousands of the audience and many, many Bodhisattvas there we have together. When Buddha asked this question, who can promote this teaching in the future to benefit sentient beings? So no one could stand up, say, I can do. So finally, Kabupa said, I stood up, I promise to promote this teaching in the future. At that time, then you also guys stood up there, you promised to help me to promote this teaching. Said, this is the time that we're supposed to do. You can't go, Father, come back, So this is how this beautiful story, you see. It's not something just somebody says so, it's just happened, Then at that time, Buddha himself said, I will come also to promote this teaching, to benefit sentient beings. So that's a Jigten Sumgun. Okay? It's not just ordinary individuals, people, no. Buddha himself manifested in the human form to give teachings. So if we have devotion, we have such great lineage. No? I'm not exaggerating. Instead, I cannot say all things about all this. Just only few lines. So Jigten Sumgun, when he attained enlightenment from 35 until 75, 40 years he gave teachings. Mostly then after he achieved enlightenment, he went to Dikung area. Dikung is the name of place. He established monastery there. And gathered so many monks, there are thousands of monks together. One day, with a few groups of people, he walked on the ground, on the grassland. With all these monks there, then the sky, this vulture was flying. And he spoke to the vulture, and the vulture directly landed on the ground and meditating. The monks there, the vulture is not afraid, just meditating there. And all the monks were so amazed, So he can speak the vulture's language. That Bodhisattvas, Buddha who's above the 9th bhumi, who are 10th bhumi, they can communicate with the animals. As you know, Milarepa communicated with the deer, dog. You heard of that, When a deer was chased by the hunter dog, when Milarepa was way up on the mountain, he was sitting on a boulder, piece of rock, meditating there. And then deer was running, with full of fears and running so fast from each fur, dropping water, And deer was just looking around, where to escape. And that moment, then Milarepa saw the deer is suffering so much. So he said, you deer, you have such great fear, the dog may catch at any time. And also you have so much hope to escape from the dog. With fear and hope, you are suffering in the samsara. I will teach you the meditation. Mahamudra. And the deer directly came to Milarepa, you see. It's in his 100,000 song, you know. You read those things, so precious, you know. And then deer just directly came to Milarepa and just resting on his left side. And then, of course, Milarepa was expecting the dog is coming, you know, to who chasing the deer. Just soon after the dog is just coming, looking around where the deer is. The dog tongue is so long, you know, and a lot of fears as well, you know, and hope. And then Milarepa said, you dog, you have such great fear to lose the deer anytime, and you have such great hope to catch the deer. With hope and fear, you are suffering so much. I will give you teachings of the Mahamudra, you come. So the dog just directly came to Milarepa, sitting on his right. You know? So then Milarepa could communicate with the deers and dog, you know. Likewise, Jigdasungpan, he communicated with them. Not only Jigdasungpan communicated with the vulture, but also horse, deer as well, their stories, you know. But anyhow, the word of mouth of that, Jigdasungpan gave instructions to the vulture to meditation. The word of mouth went all over Tibet, upper, lower, everywhere. You know, that time there's no TV, no, no radio, nothing, but word of mouth went round. So people coming from every corner of the place, Tibet. And then says, let's go to see the Lama who can give the instruction to the meditation, to the vulture. That word of mouth. So the Lama who has the ability to give the instruction to the vulture. So that's why thousands of disciples came from all over Tibet. When Jigdasungpan was 72 there were 180,000 disciples at one time, you know. And he sent those disciples divided to Mount Kailash, Lapchi. Have you heard of Tsari? Tsari mountain. In each of those places, 55,000 disciples, each of those places he divided. So go to those places to meditate. Don't waste your time. So that's how Jigdasungpan was. Okay. Then what we have? Reincarnation of Nagarjuna. So everybody knows Nagarjuna. So Jigdasungpan was reincarnation of Nagarjuna. There's also a now very long story. Should I tell? First, you want to have a short break? Break, okay. Make a short break. Then I get some rest as well. Then we come back, and then I'll continue to say this, no? Okay. Om Banza Sato Samaya, Mano Balaya, Banza Sato Tenopa, Tito Deto Membawa, Subukayo Membawa, Anorado Membawa, Sarva Siddhi Meprayata, Sarva Karma Susam, Zedan Shriya Kuru Hong Ha Ha Ho, Sarva Tata Gata, Batrama Mimuzam, Barzembawa Mahasam, Sadhu Om Baza Sato Samaya Manu Palamya Baza Sato Tenoba Tita Tetu Membawa Sutukai Subukaya Membawa Anorata Membawa Sarvasa Neprayata Sarva Karma Susan Shriya Guru Hong Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Bhadra Mame Mudha Bhanje Samaya Sadhu Om Bhaja Sadhu Samaya Manu Palaya Bhaja Sadhu Tenu Bha Tita Tetum Sudo Kayo Membawa Subo Kayo Membawa Anurado Membawa Sarva Siddhi Memprayasa Sarva Karma Sud Zeta Shriya Guru Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Bhadra Mame Mudha Bhanje Samaya Sadhu Om. Okay, thank you. 안 두고 계셨다. 그래서 란데도 Okay. Yoshi. Mercy. Ah, that did it. I think this is the one. How I wear this. See? Okay. We're all set? Om Banza Sadhu Samaya, Manu Balaya, Badra Sadhu. Tishtan Techo Me Bawa, Soto Kayo Me Bawa, Sopo Kayo Me Bawa, Anurado. Sarva Siddhi Me Prayata, Sarva Karma Susa Me, Sedana Shriya Guru Hum, Ha 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 Ha. Sarva Dada Gada, Badrama Me Munza, Barze Bawa Ma, Samaya Sadhu A. Om Baza Sadhu Samaya, Manu Balaya, Badra Sadhu Tenuba, Tita Tito. Sudo Kayo Membawa, Subo Kayo Membawa, Anorado Membawa, Sarva Siddhi Membawa. Karma Susame Zeta Shriya Guru Hum, Ha 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 Ho Ba. Sarva Dada Gada Badrama Me Munza Barze Bawa Ma. Samaya Sato A, Bada Sato Samaya, Manu Balaya, Bada Sato. Tishtan Teto Me Bawa, Soto Kayo Me Bawa, Subo Kayo Me Bawa, Anuradon. Sarva Siddhi Me Prayasa, Sarva Karma Susa Me Zeta, Shriya Guru Hum, Ha Ha Ha. Wana Sarva Tata Gata Badrama Me Manza Barze Bawa Ma Sam. Sadhu. Okay. So we finish this Shakyamuni Buddha of the present. This is described, if you know, the book, famous book, written by one of the Jigten Sung's disciples. The book is called The Heart Essence of Mahayana Teaching. It's such a precious book. It's a big book. It is translating, but it's not so easy, you know. So I taught that book many in Tibet and also in Dehradun, you know, other places. So in that book, how Buddha's teaching came to Tibet. So these are described. Okay. When I was reading that kind of teaching, that there in Tibet, one of the monastery, we have a Khenpo, very nice Khenpo. Now he passed away, you know. He heard that story, you know. Oh, he was so emotional. He said, "You see, Jigten Sungpa is Buddha's incarnation, you know." I said, "Yes, it's said in the book, you know." So his eyes built the tears, you know. So just keep those, you know, in the mind. Now next, what we have, the reincarnation of Nagarjuna. We have that story to say that, you know. You want to hear that?
Yes.
Or maybe a little boring? No boring. Okay. This story, there are also a lot of other stories. Jigten Sungpa himself said, you have the book in your bookstore, the Calling the Lama from Afar. In that, there's many stories. One of it's called Meaningful to Behold. In that section is there. Jitusungbu said, no, the Nagarjuna, this my body is not the Nagarjuna's body, but all the what Nagarjuna taught is in my mind, he said, very precisely, And also when Nagarjuna's teaching is very resemble to the Jitusungbu's teaching. There's so many, but one very precise is this. Have you heard of the Shakyashiri Bhattara, a great Indian master, real great Indian masters? You have heard of Nalanda, of course. Then nearby Nalanda, there was a place called Bikramashila. Bikramashila is very close to Patna, in Bihar. In Bihar, Bihar's capital is called Patna. Nearby Patna, there's a very famous place called Bikramashila. It was same as Nalanda, very famous Buddhist university at that time. So during the time of Jitusungbu's, he was, as I mentioned, so many disciples gathering out there. That time, a great abbot from that university was visiting in Tibet. He came to Tibet. When he came to Tibet, then because Bikramashila was so famous, and he himself was a great scholar, meditator, highly accomplished master, so many that following him. And also at the same time, he used to give ordination, monks ordination, full ordinations. Then one time, one of Jitusungbu's monk went to participate the monk's ordination. After he was ordained the monk, then he requested to give a Dharma robe. And the Shakyashiri Bhattara's attendant said, no, we don't have Dharma robes to give you. But the monk insists, I come here not just only receive the ordination, but also I come here to receive the Dharma robe. No, you must give me. And then the attendants were a little upset and pushed him. And then he fell down on the ground. Because the instant, some blood coming from his nose, and then he left. Shakyashiri Bhattara was such a great teacher. Every morning when he do meditation, Tara, always he get the Tara's vision, all the time, From that day, for whole 1 week, he didn't see Tara. So then he was just, what's wrong? What happened, He was so kind of frustrated and disappointed. Why, At the last day, after 7th day, then Tara showed not face, but back. And then Shakyashiri Bhattara just, I apologize what kind of mistake I made, I want to purify all this if I made any mistakes. And then Tara turned around, say, Nagarjuna's monk, you are bitten to blood come through the nose, At that time, they didn't know that monk was a Jitusungbu's disciple, they thought just ordinary monk somewhere come from, So then they looked around who that monk was. Shaja Shiripata sent a special monk to inquire where that monks come from. Finally, then they found this is Chittasungpa's disciple. So you see, so Dara said, you've beaten the Nagarjuna's monk. So then Shaja Shiripata said, what kind of I should purify, all this. Dara said, you have to make Dharma robe according to your age, how old you are, that number you should make the Dharma robes and give to the monks. There's also some other stories. So this is very special, It's real, So that's how Chittasungpa was Nagarjuna's reincarnation. Okay? So these are here, this all collected here. So you can say prayers. And then Changa Sherab June, as mentioned, his top disciple, when Chittasungpa was getting old, now so he's going to die. So then Changa Sherab June request, to tell me, says, I request you, I'm here, request you, tell me, after you die, when you leave this body, this earth, where you will go, which period you will go. And Chittasungpa said, I have no special place to go. This is the place that I stay. Anybody who practices the Mahamudra, Bodhicitta, I'm there. So he shows his embodiment of the Bodhicitta, Mahamudra. And Mahamudra, as I've shown you, all dissolve into you, and you dissolve into emptiness, meditating. That's the Mahamudra. That's the ultimate Bodhicitta, You should understand that and meditate there. We have that kind of great teacher, that how our lineage is found. You should feel feel good about it, feel confident about it. Okay? Any questions you have? Yes.
I have a question. With the short mantra, is there a melody?
Yes, it's that we will chant.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now next, so that you see, so we have now read all this. Lord Chittasungpa, I supplicate you. Now next, empowerment and dissolution. Now here comes all the transformation. Yeah. Right now, after saying this supplication, blessing supplications, then we follow the next. See, light rays emanate from Lama's body, speech, and mind, and dissolve into my 4 places, thereby purifying the 4 obscurations, bestowing the 4 empowerments, and planting the seed of the 4 kayas. You see, now there's purification of first, there are 4 places. Next, purifying the 4 obscurations. After that, bestowing the 4 empowerments. And then planting the seed of the 4 kayas of the Buddha. Okay? This time, when you do this practice, then you see, after chanting all those prayers, and Chittasungpa is in front of you, above in the space, and you just relax there, meditate, and from Chittasungpa's forehead, white light emerge, dissolve into your forehead. So that white light represents all the Buddha's wisdom body, When that dissolves into you, meditate, the white light pervades your entire body. During that time, you meditate, all the obscurations related to your body are purified. As well, all the negative karmas are purified. And you transform your body into deity. If you are practicing any deity, White Tara, Chenresi, any practice you do, you just transform into that deity body, okay? Inseparable of the appearance and emptiness. So that's the the first place of their body. And the empowerment is called the base empowerment, purifying the physical obscurations, planting the seed to achieve the nirvana kaya, the emanation body of the Buddha. Okay, first. Now second, from Jitya Sungmun's throat, a yellow, red light emerge. The red light represents all the Buddha's wisdom speech dissolved at your throat. Meditate all the obscurations, negative karmas that relate to the speech are fully purified. That light pervades your entire body. See, this purification. Second place, throat, and purifying that. And that empowerment is called secret empowerment. Second empowerment is called secret empowerment. Okay, and you plant the seed to achieve the Sambhogakaya, the enjoyment body of the Buddha. You plant the seed. Okay. And now the third, from the Jitya Sungmun's heart level, from the heart level, blue light emerge. That blue light represents the Buddha's wisdom mind. When that light, blue light dissolves at your heart level, you meditate to pervade the entire body, especially purifies all the mental obscurations, all the mental, let's say, or ignorance, attachment, aversion, greed, jealousy, all those purified. So you see, the third place, the heart level, and purify, obscuration, purify, mental obscurations, purify. Your minds just become like a space, natural, inner space. Okay? And that empowerment is called wisdom empowerment. Okay? And planting the seed is called seed Dhammakaya, to achieve the Dhammakaya. Okay? It's clear? Now fourth, from Jitya Sungmun's navel, yellow light emerge. That yellow light represents all the Buddha's excellent qualities that dissolve at your navel, pervades your entire body. So the fourth place. And purify all the subtle obscurations related to the body, speech, mind. That's how it purifies all the subtle obscurations. And the name of that empowerment is called the word empowerment. Siwang, or precious word empowerment is called. So the name of the empowerment. And then plant the seed, is you plant the seed to achieve the Saubhavika Kaya, the natural body of the Buddha. Okay? So you see step by step, purification, transformation, all your body, speech, mind, totally purify. You do this, you take your time, meditate this step by step. So these first three empowerments called the path empowerment, step by step purifying. The fourth is the fruition, the result of that three-part empowerment. Okay? That's how you become Buddha. Okay? There's a complete part here. Okay. Then next, what you see, what is said is, then after this, the Lama then dissolved into myself. My mind is natural luminosity, emptiness. Then Chitta Sungun built into light, including the lotus, sun, and Munti's seed, multicolor light, dissolved into that light. That light from your crown now all just pervades your entire, dissolve into your body, speech, and mind, totally. And most subtle obscurations are fully purified. And your mind unites with the Buddha's mind, and yourself dissolved into emptiness. That's why the luminosity, emptiness, inseparable. You just meditate there. So it is called receiving the empowerment, and then you dissolve into emptiness. That's why it's called Vajrayana has a great skill. So this all method, skill to purify our obscurations, step by step. And when all dissolve into emptiness, then as I mentioned, it's like unconfined vastness of the space. This is called inner space. Your inner space is vast, unlimited, infinite, but you just relax the mind there. It's called undefiled mind. All the obscurations you got opportunity to purify step by step, but they are gone nowhere. There's nothing to go anywhere. Just relax there. And you can meditate there as long as you like. There's nothing to chase, nothing to push. That's called total freedom. Okay. And also, when you're going to die, at that time, you may not have all the energy to do all these things, but you get a glimpse of Jigna Sungwin in front of you and receive these four empowerments step by step, it dissolve into you. And you just stay that way, without other thoughts. If you die this way, definitely you'll be a better place to rebirth. It's called Dhammakaya state. So if you do this meditation every day, once or twice, in the morning, in the evening, if you rush, it takes only 15, 20 minutes. And also you can take hours, slowly do this, meditate, all this. So this is the essence of the Vajrayana teaching. And then, after meditating there, as long as you like, Then at the end you say this dedication prayers. Through both, we have through both innate virtue and the virtue accumulated in the three times, past, present, future, by all in samsara and nirvana. May I and all sentient beings filling space, none left out, realize the co-emergent ultimate reality, that's Mahamudra. All what manifesting the nature itself is nothing but emptiness, Mahamudra. Everything was co-emerge, manifesting, this all nature is nothing but empty. As mentioned, this bell, the sound, the sound emerge, but where it exists, nowhere. Its nature is empty. So all our thoughts coming from nowhere dissolves into nowhere. Just realize there's just nothing but empty. No need to chase, no need to kind of push. Let it be dissolved there. If you know how to handle that way, all the thoughts, desire, attachment will not bother you. It bothers you when you're attached to it, grasping. Oh, this, I like this, I don't like this, you push this, grasping, that bothers you. But otherwise, come and go. It's like the wave in the ocean, you see, freely comes from the ocean and freely dissolves into the ocean. All this and attain the final state of non-abidance that we discussed this morning. It's just before non-abiding. This existence is a samsara, it's existent. And peace is nirvana, neither in the samsara nor in nirvana. Okay? Say this dedication prayers. Now, it's good? Close to enlightenment? Closer, isn't it? Yeah, closer, one step closer. So this you see mixed with the meditation, some teachings are all so important, If I just talk, then what to do? You get a lot of information, but then what to do? But then without teachings, then you just do some chanting mantra, visualizing something, it's not so effective. But when you know these teachings, explain, and then do meditation together, it's called coming together, relative and absolute come together, inseparable. The form is emptiness and emptiness is form. See, form is no other than emptiness and emptiness is no other than form. So that takes care of our mental afflictions. So you can see now how fortunate we are, to have these very profound teachings. And you are taking your time, spending your time to coming, reflecting this. Very fortunate. Your interest is your fortune. Okay, now shall we chant this in Tibetan? English? You know. What we do is now what we can do is for your meditation. We chant this in Tibetan 3 times. I mean, wherever they said chant 3 times, we chant 3 times. Wherever nothing said, then we chant once. Then English all in once, okay? We do that. Make sense? Or if you like differently, let me know. As they've asked, no, melody. Okay, here's melody. Because I'm getting old, so my melody is not so good. Once our Kimbo learns this melody, then he can chant very beautifully. Or somebody from here can chant beautifully, you know. Okay, first please relax. Physically, just relax, and mentally as well. Make comfortable yourself. And then we'll, since this is very short, so not so difficult, okay? Konchog lama doro je chan, chan jo parato me de jab su chi, tunai doge narawen ro wanai, mene sala gujre semge do, konjoy kundu lama doro je chay, jajo barato mende jab su tonight doge narawen roanai, mene sala gujre semge do. Vajradhara Lama, embodiment of 3 jewels, I take refuge in you and will until I attain enlightenment. Sentient beings, victims of confused projection, suffering, I generate mindset for enlightenment in order to establish you all in the non-abiding state. Doje Zangwa Jeten Song Sha, Dojo Meje Mandi De La Jo, Chanze Senjo Otembe Se Tro, Tele Tome Dove Tadanyan, Omoy Rana Shiri Sarawa Siti Omoy Rana Shiri Sarawa Siti Omoy Omo Rana Shiri Sarawa Siddhi Omo Rana Shiri Sarawa Siddhi Omo Rana Shiri Sarawa Siddhi Omoy Rana Shiri Sarawasiti Omoy Rana Shiri Sarawasiti Omoy Rana Shiri Sarawasiti Omo Rana Shiri Sarawasiti Omo Rana Shiri Sarawasiti Omo Rana Shiri Sarawasiti Omoy 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 Rana Shiri Saravasideum Omur Airanashir Saravasideum Omur Airanashir Saravasideum Omoyranashir 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 Saravasideum De luri chanda marameze mawa jamba atada shajadu lo laidu nyamere jebe Jede songu shabla solowande de lure chanda marameze mawa jamba adada shajadu Lord, Lord, Nyamere Jebe, Jede Zonga, Shabla Solowande, De Lore, Janda Marameze, Mawa Jamba Adada Shajadun Lodo Ladu Nyamere Jebe Jede Songu Shabla Sowande You are the Buddhas, Nakakulapara and Devamkara of the past, Maitreya of the future, and Shakyamuni of the present, the reincarnation of Nagarjuna and the peerless Radha-shiri. Lord Chaitanya Sunguru, I supplicate you. Lame kusum tule vesetu dagene shire tembe tipshidan wajele tu koshe sabetun lama radhem rasen sedongan. Light rays emanate from the Lama's body, speech, and mind, and dissolve into my four places, thereby purifying the four obscurations, destroying the four impairments, and planting the seed of the four kayas. The Lama then dissolves into myself. My mind is natural luminosity, emptiness. Goron de Sumo Sai Gezo Je Da Da Kanya Semje Maluba Damalenje Gebe Do Den Sejre Mene Taraje Sado. Through both the innate virtue and the virtues accumulated in the three times by all in Samsara and Nirvana, that may I, no sentient beings, feeling space, none left out, realize the co-emergent ultimate reality, and attain the final state of non-abidance in existence or some or peace. And then, if you do it by yourself, you can chant just English, and then you practice this way. Now we are in a little better shape, isn't it? Up to mantra. You have the melody? Okay. And then, please, if you have this, everybody has this booklet? Okay, page 33. Say the dedication prayers. Dorje Chang, Delopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Damalot Kampopa, Amotuba, and Lord Tukumpa. Please bestow upon us the most auspicious blessings of all the Gaju Lamas. By the virtues, may I achieve fellowship by the wisdom. And all who cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, excellent and precious mind, where is some unborn elements, where is born is not declined, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that the Lama may have good health, and pray that the Lama may have long life. I pray that your Lama activities spread far and wide. I pray that I may not be separated from you. As Manjushri, the way and the state, and it is some of the Patra. I will follow in that step and fully dedicate by the blessings of Buddha, to the Chipatisa, by the blessings of Dharma, the truth of the Chipatisa, by the blessings of the indivisible Sangha order, may my share bear fruit. Okay. Oh, then. Okay. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root in lineage Lama, divine assemblies of Buddhas, disciples of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, yoginis, yoginis, dwelling the 3 times. Please hear my prayer. I was created 3 times by myself and all sentient beings in samsara and nirvana, in the lineage root of virtue, not result in 8 worldly concerns, the 4 causes of the samsara, the rebirth as the Buddha. May all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me in mind, obstructors who harm, misleading mothers, and the hordes of demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and reflecting attain and surpass perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. By the power of the virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. In magnificent desire, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May the attachment in fame, reputation, wealth, concern, rise in my mind. May my mind be streamed with kindness, compassion, and virtue. And through that may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise even at the time of my death. May I not die with the confusion. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not increase May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind and soul, and pervading clarity of Dharma path. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo. Oh, then here's the Kare. Oh, yeah, this just follow the page that's same down here. By the virtues collected in the 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain some perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. May the teachings of the great Kumbha Ratna Shri, who is omniscient Lord of the Dharma, of the Master of the Indo-Tibetan, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of the samsara. Thank you. Done all perfectly.
They can talk. They can talk.
Excuse me?
They can talk online if you say talking to them.
Thank you. There. Taina. Ego chungso. Taje chumaso. Kasate nyasne. Tria ostas. Tatare.